Welcome to the IVM Podcast Network.
TFG Interviews is an IVM production, and you can also check out their other awesome shows like Simplified, a show that explains intense topic from around the world and simplifies it for you so that you can appear cooler in front of your friends.
You're listening to TFG Interviews.
Hello and welcome everyone. Well, this is a new episode of a TFG Interview Podcast, and today we have a very special guest on the show. He's been in the limelight for all the right reasons in the recent past, especially for his heroics at starting from this season, particularly starting from at in a Singapore Super Series. You saw him end up as runners-up, and he lost to his compatriot Sai Praneeth. But then he carried on that momentum. He did not let that affect him. Instead, he was pumped up and he wanted to go more at it, and he came back stronger at Indonesia Super Series, where he won the title, and then he backed it up with the Australia Super Series. And well, you don't know if you don't know who I'm talking about, then damn you, it's Kidambi Srikanth. And we spoke to him over the phone call. We spoke about, of course, keeping in mind the World Championship that's coming soon, next month. I asked him a few questions about that. How are the preparations going on? He also mentioned how mentally does he prepare for big matches like that or back-to-back tournaments, and how he's clearly only focusing on the World Championship at the moment, even though we have the Dubai Super Series final that's coming up, and at the moment he's seeded number 1. So without wasting much time, let's head on with the conversation. Well, first of all, congratulations on your recent run and your form, and for your amazing 2 titles.
Yeah, thank you.
Now, your current form basically makes you one of the strong contenders for the World Championship that's coming up. So, what do you have to say about that?
I think for the World Championship, it's just I'm not really thinking myself as one of the contenders for it. I just want to play well at the World Championships. I've been like in 2015, I think I went into World Championships as a 4th seed, and then I lost in 3/4 final there. So I am not really thinking too much about these things. It's just to play well at the World Championships. That's it.
Okay, so now, badminton players are known to play tournaments back-to-back, one after the other. And when a Super Series title, like a tournament like that, comes one after the other, it really gets taxing. And that too, after you winning at Indonesia, you immediately had to fly to Australia and then play another tournament. So how, mentally were you prepared for these back-to-back tournaments and going ahead and winning them?
Yeah, for me, I think it was just to play well, in both the tournaments. I wasn't thinking of winning any of those tournaments. It was just to play well. Even after winning the Indonesia Open, when I went there to Australia, it was just to play well from the first round. Play my 100%. That's it.
Did losing Singapore Super Series leave a scar in your mind, or were you pumped up even more just to go at the Indonesia and then the Australia?
I think I played really well at the Singapore. It was like I didn't really start off this year with a bang. It was just to play matches just for the match practice. That's it. And I think I going into the Singapore, I never thought I could reach finals. So I think that finals was a confidence booster for me. I think it just helped me to play well in the next round. That's it.
Okay, so the night before the final match that you had to play at the Australian Super Series against Chen Long, was there an exchange of words between you and Gopi sir?
It wasn't really like that. It was just for me. It was just another match. That's it. Because I've been playing really well, and then I really want to just continue doing it. That's it. It wasn't for me. It wasn't like I'm playing a final or Chen Long or something else. It was just to play another match. That's it.
Okay. Now, we've seen in all the tournaments that you've played so far, especially the last 3 rather, we've seen that you've been excelling in your jump shot. And you also mentioned that you were really working hard on it and you thanked Gopi sir for it. So, are you looking at anything new? How are the preparations for World Championship going on? What are you looking at to better before the World Championship?
I just started training last week.
Okay.
and I really have good 5 weeks left after this. So it is just to train well and then play well. That's it. There's nothing specific we are working on. It's just to improve the overall game. And yeah, that's it. And then play well. These kinds of big tournaments are always very important. Everyone comes in with a different mindset. So everyone will definitely, everyone will definitely work hard for sure. So it's always tough to play. It's always tough to win in these kinds of big tournaments. So what all I can do is just to play well. That's it.
Okay. Now, apart from you, who else do you see? If I had to ask you if you could pick 3 top contenders for the World Championship, who would that be?
I think the men's singles is kind of open now. Like everyone are playing really well. I think the top 30 in the world are really playing well. And if I have to pick 3 names, I think it'll be definitely tough for me to do that. But if you actually see, there have been like player who's above 20 in the world is managing to beat top 5 in the world. So it's always I think it's more open now, and anyone can win. Everyone are playing well, and then it's just to play well, play your 100%. I think you can't really play, say, 90-95% expect to win. So it's like you have to, play your 100% in every game, whether it be a top, whether it be a top 5 in the world or a top 30 in the world.
Okay. Now, when Mulio Hando, your coach, had just come down, as a coach, and he was interviewed. So in one of the interviews, he mentioned that he sees a bit of Tawfiq Hidayat in you. Now, how does that comparison feel like?
It's always good to it's always good when someone compares yourself with a kind of a legend. And I really, I definitely try to keep up to it. And then after he came in, it's been really going well for the singles players here. So I think his experience is really helping us so much.
Is there any added pressure because of the comparison that you have to keep up to it?
No, not definitely. It's just to play my game. That's it. I'm not really thinking too much about what others are thinking about me. It's just to play well every time I get on court. That's it.
Now, coming back to the current scene of men's singles, it has really caught up, and everybody is showing their consistent form, and they're really, coming back at all the critics that said, okay, we have a lot of players in the men's singles category, but they lack consistency, and you all have been really at it, and so it's like it's like basically saying we all have shut the critics. So now looking at we have 14 men's single shuttlers of India in the top 100. So how do you have to say about that? How do you feel about it?
So it's like we're not really comparing our sport with any other sport. We are only thinking to better ourselves every day. And then all the men's singles players are really playing well. Everyone are able to beat top players. And then I only feel we need to be more consistent in the coming months. I think if we can consistently do well, perform in the tournaments, I think we'll definitely see many good players, from our side.
Now, also, first half of the season has gone by. The second half is yet to go, and we have 4 top tournaments, that's Super Series tournaments, still remaining, and then finally the Dubai Super Series final. So at the moment, you're seeded number 1. So what would your immediate goal be for the rest half of the season, keeping all of these tournaments in mind?
Like for me, the immediate goal is just the World Championships. So to play well at the World Championships is what I'm thinking about, and that's the biggest tournament I'm playing now, like in this year.
Right.
So I am really training for that, and I really want to play well there. That's it. That's the immediate goal for me.
Any message to the fans that have been following you?
I really want to thank all of them for their wishes and then for their support for me, say from the beginning of this year, So I think they're like their wishes, their prayers really mean a lot to me, and then I'm really thankful to all of them.
Okay. And finally, how does it feel to be in the limelight for a very long time now? You've been receiving wishes personally from Prime Minister, and then going ahead, Mr. Anand Mahindra, he kept his word. He's gifted you the car. How does all of this feel like?
It's always, these things will definitely make you feel special.
Mm-hmm.
If you get so many tweets from such a big personalities of our nation, and then I really got the chance to meet our PM sir, and then our sports minister, and then I really got to meet our state chief minister, and then I really got to meet Anand Mahindra sir. So I think it's something really fantastic that has happened with me in the last, say, couple of months.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Srikanth, for talking to us, for taking your time. And we wish you, from TFG, we wish you all the very best for the World Championship, and hope you have a great outing at the tournament.
Thank you so much.
Well, that was that, and he's pretty ecstatic about all the recognition and all the appreciation, and he sounded really happy. And not just sounded, he also takes to his social media to express his joy and ecstasy, to say that how happy he is to meet all this, our Prime Minister or the Sports Minister, or recently he's been presented a Mahindra car personally from Anand Mahindra. So he's all happy about it, and he would like to continue. And also he gave a message to his fans saying that please continue to support, and he thanks everyone. It was a great pleasure talking to him, and for more such episodes, do tune in to us and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you like the show, then please share it, and leave your comments below. Have a great day, folks. Hope you enjoyed. You can also read about all the other badminton stories and all other sports stories on our website, thefangarage.com. Do follow the TFG Badminton Twitter handle to keep yourself updated more about what's happening in Indian badminton. And have a great day, folks. Enjoy. Cheers.
एक्सक्यूज मी भैया, एक्सक्यूज मी.
बोलिए मैडम.
मेन्यू में क्या है?
मेन्यू में सीन अनसीन है, पॉडकास्ट है, ऑन कोर्स है, साइरस है, मेड इन इंडिया, रीडिस्कवरी प्रोजेक्ट, एम्पावरिंग सीरीज, सेक्स वैक्स है, IVM लाइक्स है, सिंप्लीफाइड है, कीपिंग इट क्वियर है, टिंग्स एंड डेस्टिनेशंस है, माय नेबर जकरबर्ग है, और द फैन गराज है. आपको क्या चाहिए?
एक बार रिपीट कर देंगे क्या?
रिपीट नहीं करता हम. आप जाओ IVMpodcast.com पे और सुनो ये सब, या फिर डाउनलोड करो उनका ऐप, सब आपकी उंगलियों पे.